Hello Virgos, welcome to your love reading for March 2022. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM. We can certainly set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. If my hands don't stop slipping. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Virgos, for love, for March 2022? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine through your messages? Any messages would be greatly appreciated. We thank you. Well, that's that. All right, popped it on out. Okay, in that case, let me just mention a few things. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, and in that spread I will have something you do not know about them, in addition to if they are seeing or interested in somebody else. In my playlists are your 2022 sun moon predictions. That's about as close to a personal reading as you can get without getting one. Look up your sun moon sign and go check those out. The 2021s are still in there if you want to see if they rang true for you last year. Also, look me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, donate. Anything to support the channel is always appreciated, even if it's just in the comments. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. So you start off with the Sun card in the upright. That's a really good card, and I'm getting a sense that you really enjoy spending time with somebody. It's interesting because we just have two little, like a mer boy and a mer girl, is that what you call them? Kind of, fascinated with the sun, really, brilliant, enjoying each other's company, I feel. So whoever this person was, I feel like you were very youthful, in regards to that youthful, like somebody, you've either known or felt like you've known, or somebody that you could just like be a child with. I'm kind of getting that sense. So, but what's interesting is I don't feel as though this is a romantic interest yet. Okay. I feel like this is friendship. I feel like this is a growing friendship. And I feel as though you're growing feelings of love, or you're in love with this person. But I feel as though what you were doing is spending time with them because you really enjoy spending time with them, and thinking, well, if we kind of do that, then maybe something can kind of come from that. But I don't feel as though you were making any move towards this person. I think you were just kind of feeling things out and saying, hey, I don't really want to ruin the friendship, so I really enjoy time with this person. I like going places with this person. I like, their sunny disposition. I feel positive when I'm around them. I feel radiant, fulfilled. So I almost feel as though you were feeling, if you take that step to kind of initiate something in regards to love, you don't want to ruin it. So in other words, if it's just going to be a friendship with this person, then you would rather have it be that than for you to make an approach to them in regards to love and them reject that, and then you get your feelings hurt, and then everything's awkward between the two of you, is what I was kind of getting with that. So, and this could be somebody that you grew up with, and has been your friend like your whole life. And then all of a sudden you're like, hey, you know what? I wonder if, something could happen between us, and you started thinking along those lines. Now, when you come into March, we have the Leo card, which is the Strength card, but it's in the reverse. So this is where I think, again, you're having conversations with yourself like, oh, maybe I should tell this person, but then you're being held back because of your insecurities. And you're saying, well, what if I get rejected? What if they don't feel the same way? You just don't feel confident about it. And you're, like I said, you're kind of questioning yourself, and you're kind of wondering, and you're kind of doubting that, anything could kind of happen between the two of you. So, it really is about being insecure in love. So I do see you kind of pulling back. As you move forward out of March and April with the Two of Swords, I see you kind of being really indecisive. I mean, should I or shouldn't I? And I'll tell you right now, in this reading, you're not making any kind of approach, okay? You're holding yourself back. And I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm just telling you, I'm seeing you being very like, no, I couldn't do that. What happens if it goes wrong? It'll ruin everything. And, March into April, you're doing that also. You're really uncertain about how this person feels about you, how things are going to go. If you, tell them how you feel, so you do nothing. You're just kind of sitting and waiting it out to see what kind of happens, hoping that, something will tip the scales one way or the other. And you don't really have nothing, you're not getting any kind of information or anything, you know, tangible from this person to suggest which way you should go. So looks like it's a little bit of a tough situation. Why is the Sun card here in the upright for Virgo's energies prior to, yeah, you're really concerned about, okay, Death card in the upright. Okay, so you really enjoy this person's company, and I'm getting from the Nine of Wands in reverse that if you say something to them, you were having this feeling that they're going to be like, whoa, what? You know, like you're kind of encroaching upon them, or the boundaries have changed, and you feel like they might take you kind of like oppose it and have a negative kind of you know, feeling about it. So, you know, that's your big concern. And the Death card in the upright, which is a card of Scorpio, is an indication to me that you don't want it to, you know, you're worried that if that's what happens, then this person's going to be like, you know what, I think that we should just move on separately. I think we should maybe you know, reset the parameters of our relationship or whatever, or our connection, and just kind of have it end for now. So I think you have a big concern about that, or you did have a big concern about that. But then there's a part of you with the Four of Swords in the reverse where you want to kind of, you know, you want to say something. You're kind of thinking, oh, well, maybe, you know, it could be. And you're in a way, you were kind of hoping that it would come about on its own, that maybe things would change on its own, so you wouldn't kind of be put in a position where you feel like you need to do something, but you're very anxious. You want to rethink things. You want to kind of do something. And it's frustrating because, you know, if something's going to be done, it's going to be you. And I think that's what you were kind of dealing with. Why is the Strength card here in reverse for Virgos? Who's this person? What's this energy? Again, you're going back and forth and wondering if this connection that you have with this person can change. Can there be, you know, a personal connection between the two of you? But you're not really sure. And so again, the Two of Pentacles is kind of just going back and forth, going, how can this kind of work? How can I kind of make this work? How can this balance happen? How can there be even room for it, for love, you know, with what we have kind of going on right now? The Six of Wands in reverse has you, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So I'm getting a duality here in March where the back and forth that you're kind of doing, on the one end, you're kind of saying, oh, I know it's not going to work. I know they're going to reject me. I know that I'm going to, you know, feel totally defeated if I say something, and then I'm just going to, you know, want to kind of, you know, back out of it. You're telling yourself you could never have the confidence to kind of do this. You know, so there's that one side of you that's real negative. And then the other side of you is like, you know what? I should just go ahead and do it. I should throw myself out there and see what happens. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? And you're kind of reviewing how you used to do things in the past and how they ended up, and not taking that chance has caused you to lose out. So, you know, you're looking back at that and saying to yourself, maybe I should do things differently this time. Maybe I should just step out and free myself and say, from how I've been doing things before, and take that chance and kind of see what happens. And then whatever happens, however the cards fall, I'll deal with it. But you're going back and forth on that, and your insecurities are kind of playing with you. And you still move forward indecisive. You're at a crossroads. The Three of Pentacles in the upright. The Six of Pentacles in the upright. And the King of Wands in reverse. And you don't do anything as you move forward. I feel as though with the Three of Pentacles in upright and the Six of Pentacles in upright, that's an indication to me that you have a very workable thing with this person. You actually might work with them, actually. You might be working on a project together, or belong to an organization together, or something like that. But the two of you work really well together. And as you move out of March into April, you're saying to yourself, I don't want to lose that. I want to keep that harmony that we have in a very practical sense. We get along very well in this sense. We work very hard, you know, and we work very well together, and we plan things very well together. with the Six of Pentacles and the upright, it's kind of like I'll take whatever I can get at this point. If it's going to be friendship, then it'll be friendship. I'll take it. This is you kind of taking it, and because you're saying to yourself, if that's all it's going to be, then I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that arrangement for now. But I mean, underlying, we have the King of Wands in reverse, which again indicates to me you just don't have the confidence to do this, and you're not going to be able to deal with the rejection if this person says no, and you're going to feel like an absolute failure. And I mean, that's fine. I mean, for some people that just, it's too much for them. They can't. So you're kind of telling yourself, well, if that's how it's going to be, you know, then it's better for me to have a really strong friendship with this person and, you know, kind of wait in the wings and see if they're going to kind of turn around or something. But that's what I'm kind of getting from this. For some of you, I feel like this may be a same sex. I just got a feeling like a same sex situation, and there's nothing, I just want to throw it out there because even though there's a boy and a girl here, for some reason it's weird because I got this feeling that you know, when we're young, there's no gender, you know. I mean, there is, but there really isn't. And I know because I teach kids, so I mean, you see, there's no gender discrimination, you know, they're just who they are. And that's why I was feeling like for some of you, that's what it's kind of like. So either it's a same-sex relationship or it's a relationship where the two of you have this kind of friendship where you don't even think of each other as like a gender, you know what I mean? You don't define each other because of a gender, you're that close, you know? But that's what I have for you all. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, and in that spread I'll have something you do not know about them, in addition to if they're seeing somebody else. In my playlist, 2020, your 2022 sun moon predictions are in there. It's as close as you can get to a personal reading without getting one. Look up your sun moon signs, check those out. Check out your 2021s while you're still in there. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, donate, support the channel any way you can, even if it's just in the comments. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Gardet. I'll see you in the Vimeo. Adios, Virgos.